everyone. Welcome to my video. Today is Friday, the 20th of September 2024. My name is Dan Gita from Thailand. In this video, I like to talk about the true Dharma in Buddhism for the people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who wants to end suffering and attain Nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me early because I'm Prahan in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana in this life. I'm ready, but are you ready? It's up to you. The word Arahant means a perfect person who has realized as it really is and has attained Nirvana. Dharma was taught by the Buddha can solve all problems, not just temporarily but forever. If you want to end suffering permanently, you must attain Nirvana in this life. Achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering, because there is no cause to be born anymore. This means you can stop the cycle of death and reincarnation forever and escape from samsara forever too. Buddhism does not teach us to solve life's problems and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. In reality, what you see now is just the phenomenon. In Buddhism, it's called phenomenon or something which happened to the mind for awareness. What you see now doesn't mean human being, doesn't mean a man who is speaking, doesn't mean a man who is walking and saying tuk 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 tuk. You see the way you see the way it is, you see as it really is all the time. But you cannot realize your thought. And you have never heard someone say like me before. I absolutely forbid you to practice about non-attachment and letting go. Can you understand me? The ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. It's not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught. Then you will suffer again. Basically, you must first understand what the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught Dharma only. Dharma is the true nature of reality that has no name in any official language as we believe it. Dharma is not a human being, it's not an animal, it's not an object. Therefore, Dharma doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the official language as we believe it. Can you understand me? I say, can you understand me? If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana in this life. Topic to speak in this video, let's take a look. Dharma cannot teach its order because there is nothing to teach. Realizing your thoughts is the best. Why did it say that? The following, the story in this talk I want you to understand about the language I say it is salviet. Topic to speak in this video, I say Dharma cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. Realizing your thought is the best. We suffer because let's take a look. You suffer because you misunderstand. You misunderstand because you lack of wisdom. You lack of wisdom because of ignorance as it really is. I said this that is sound weird because you have never heard someone say it like me before. As I told you, the ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught, then you will suffer again. Make sense, right? I say the ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. It's not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught. Buddhism does not teach us to solve right problem and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is, as I told you. I say the cause of suffering is you suffer because you misunderstand. You misunderstand because you lack of wisdom. You lack of wisdom because of ignorance as it is. Before talking about the Dharma in this video, let's take a look. I want you to understand the word Avidyā. The word Avidya is Pali language. It means ignorance in English. Ignorance doesn't mean lack of knowledge. Let me explain. The word knowledge is knowledge. Knowledge is created by using fictional language to create content and stories such as mathematics, science, music theory, etc. For teaching is ordered, but ignorance as it really is not about fictional language and cannot teach each other with the fictional language. Contents and story in teach.Realizing are called knowledge. Contents and stories in teach.Realizing are called knowledge. I say this that is so weird because you have never heard someone say it like me before. I say the ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. Buddhism does not teach us to solve right problem and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is because we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. When you suffer, you were taught to believe. When you suffer, you were taught to believe. You must do like this. When you do like this, can solve right problem. Meditation, not at all. And you were taught to believe walking meditation can solve right problem. It's impossible, as I told you. Meditation and walking meditation cannot solve that problem because it doesn't really exist. I want to know, have you, when you meditate, have you ever reached peace of mind? When you do like this, you were taught to believe this is walking meditation. When you do like this, have you ever reached peace of mind? You just do like this. And saying, moving, dropping. Lifting, moving, dropping. Lifting, moving, dropping. You do like this and say together, you must say, while you are saying, lifting, moving, dropping. Lifting, moving, dropping. Can you realize your thought? Not at all. It's impossible to do that because you lack of wisdom. And the most important is ignorance. Can you understand me? The story in this talk, I want you to understand. I want to understand about the language. Why did it say that? Topic to speak in this video. I say, Dharma cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. Realizing your thought is the best way to end all suffering. Why did it say that? Dharma cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. I say this, that is self-weird, because you have never heard someone say like me before. I say there is nothing to teach. This means because the meaning of the language is just a fictional language. It doesn't mean real language. The meaning of the language we use in everyday life, whether spoken language or written language, both of these languages is just a fictional language. It doesn't mean real language. Can you understand me? I say this, that it sounds weird because you have never heard someone say it like me before. I say the language we use in everyday life, whether spoken language or written language, both of these languages is just the fictional language. It doesn't mean real language. You were taught to believe in the meaning of the fictional language from birth to death until you believe it's true. Where can I find the meaning of the fictional language? I say, Dharma cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. The phrase, there is nothing to teach, this means because it doesn't have the meaning of the language to name everything in this world. Can you understand me? Because everything in this world is acid related all the time. Everything in this world doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the fictional language as we believe it. Basically, you must first understand what the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught Dharma only. Dharma is the true nature of reality that has no name in any fictional language. Dharma is not a human being, is not an animal, is not an object. Therefore, Dharma doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the fictional language as we believe it. I know those who can understand in this talk must be a wise person like you. If you want to overcome anger, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again until it's go deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana in this life. Okay. From now on, I want you to understand about the alphabets in English and numbers. Let's take a look. These are letters A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sentence, I love you, I hate you. 1 plus 1 equal to. I want you to understand about the alphabet in English or number. I say, Dharma cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. Realizing your thought is the best way to end all suffering and attain Nirvana life. Why did I say that? I say Dharma cannot teach each other because the meaning of the language is just a fictional language. It doesn't really exist. The meaning of the language doesn't really exist. The language is what created by humans on this earth for communication, understanding temporarily. We use the language from birth to death until we believe it's true. Where can I find the meaning of the language? It's just the belief. It's in your thought. It's in my thought. This is the reason every story I convey in the video, I have to say, I borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you first, and about being aware of what you are thinking and the recreated thought or thought processes. I say, the meaning of the language doesn't really exist. because the language is just a fictional language. It doesn't mean real language. In the same way, I show you. Letter A, B, C, D, E, it doesn't really exist. It's just the belief, but you were taught to believe. A, B, C, D, where can I find A, B, C, D? It's just the belief. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where can I find number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And the sentence of I love you, I hate you. Can you understand me? Let me explain. The story in this talk is hardly impossible to understand, or you don't want to understand because you have never heard someone say it like me before. I say the story in this talk is difficult to understand, or hardly impossible to understand, or you don't want to understand because you have never heard someone say it like me before. I absolutely forbid you to practice about non-attachment and letting go. Don't make meditation and mindfulness training categorically. The best way in this world is being aware of what you are thinking. Due to the Dharma, due to the true Dharma, it would seem cannot cease rather because the meaning of the language is doesn't really exist. The language is just a fictional language. This is the reason that I have to say, being aware of what you are thinking is the best way, because true Dharma, it would seem cannot cease rather because it doesn't have the language to name everything in this world. In reality, everything in this world is as it really is all the time. But you have never heard someone say it like me before, as I told you. Those who can understand in this talk must be counted and individually. But how many people are there? I believe that you can understand me in this talk. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way, being aware of what you are thinking or realizing your thought. I say, the language we use in everyday life, whether spoken language or written language, both of these languages is just the fictional language. Where can I find the meaning of a cat, a dog, a man, a woman? Where can I find? We were taught to believe in the meaning of the fictional language from birth to death until we believe it's true. I said, this is obvious. You may accuse me I'm crazy. No, that's all. I'm not crazy. I'm present in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana flight. Can you understand me? The meaning of the language is just the fictional language. It doesn't really exist. This is the reason that I have to say, I just borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you firsthand about being aware of what you are thinking. Can you understand me? The story in this talk, I want you to understand this, but please believe temporarily. The sentence I want to say, being aware of what you are thinking is real. That first understanding is order in this video in order to not have to understand each other anymore. I say this as sound weird because you have never heard someone say it like before. Don't make meditation and mindfulness training categorically. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way is being aware of what you are thinking. The meaning of the language, it doesn't really exist. In reality, everything in this world cannot use the language to describe. For example, as soon as you see this, in reality, you see the way you see as it really is. And as soon as you hear this, meow, 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 you hear as it really is. You hear the way you hear. As soon as you see this, you see the way you see as it really is. And meanwhile, while you are hearing, bah, 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 you hear as it really is. It doesn't mean goat voice, meow, meow, doesn't mean cat's voice, because you were taught to believe in the meaning of the fictional language. We name it, this is a cat. this is a goat, this is a red car, this is a bottle of water. In reality, the meaning of the language it doesn't really exist. Therefore, letter A, B, C, D, E, F, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't really exist too. In the same way, I want you to understand. As soon as you see the sentence which wrote that I love you, you like the meaning of I love you because you were taught to believe in the meaning of the fictional language. The sentence of I love you is just the fictional language. Where can I find the meaning of I love you and the meaning of I hate you? The meaning of 1 plus 1 equal to. I said this, that is sound weird because you have never heard someone say it like me before. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana this time. I want to say the meaning of I love you, I hate you, 1 plus 1 equal to. It's just the belief it doesn't really exist. Where can I find the meaning of I love you and I hate you? And where can I find the meaning of 1 plus 1 equal to? I want to know. What does it mean? 1 plus 1 equal to, what does it mean? I said this as a self-weird because you have never heard someone say it like me before. The meaning of I love you is just the belief. I hate you is just a belief. But you were taught to believe in the meaning of I love you. As soon as if someone send you a message which wrote that I love you, you like the meaning of I love you. You want to keep it for a long time. I love you แล้วก็ I love you นะ I love you แล้วก็ I love you นะ I say if someone send you a message which wrote that I love you, wow, when you read this word, wow, I like the meaning of I love you. I love you แล้วก็ I love you แล้วก็ฉันรักเธอแล้วก็ฉันรักเธอแล้วก็ I love you กูรักมึง oh but if someone send you a message which wrote that I hate you, I hate you, wow, I hate you, you don't like the meaning of I hate you. Where can I find the meaning of I hate you? It's just a belief. When you read this word I hate you, you don't like it. You want to kick it out. กูไม่ชอบกูชอบประโยคที่ว่าผมรักคุณแต่กูไม่ชอบประโยคที่ว่ากูเกลียดมึง Where can I find the meaning of I love you and I hate you? I want to know the meaning of 1 plus 1 equal to. You were taught to believe 1 plus 1 equal to. Where can I find the meaning of 1 plus 1 equal to? 1 plus 1 equal to doesn't mean 1, 2. No. You see the way you see the way it is, you see as it is. It doesn't mean a bowl of water, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean a cat, doesn't mean a goat. Can you understand me? You see the way it is, you see as it is all the time. In reality, everything in this world is soulless, it's not an ego. Because in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence. The language is word created by human on this earth. Can you understand me? I say, in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. The mind cannot be seen, the mind cannot be controlled. The line I want to say, the line which is still line represents the mind because the mind cannot be seen, the mind cannot be controlled. The word the mind is such a fictional word that for understanding is rather in the video. Wow, I'm tired. Those who can understand in this talk must be crowd and extraordinary. But how many people are there? I believe that you can understand me in this talk. if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand everything I convey in the video. Dharma practice in Buddhism doesn't mean meditation, doesn't mean walking meditation. Listening with concentration is the best way. Listening with concentration is the right practice. If you are a new Vipassana practitioner, I will teach you. The best practice in Buddhism, Dharma practice in Buddhism is being aware of what you are thinking. It doesn't mean meditation, doesn't mean walking meditation, because you were taught to believe. I want to know. When you do meditate, have you ever reached peace of mind? No, it's impossible. You just do like this. สงบจังเลย You just do like this. I want to know. When you do like this, you were taught to believe. This is meditate. สงบจังเลยเครียดเลิกมาก็เครียดกลุ่มเหมือนเดิม When you do like this, it's just a body posture of the human, but you like to do this because you were taught to believe. When you do like this, you will find the true peace of mind. It's impossible. Being aware of what you are thinking, if you can do that, you will find true peace of mind, the ultimate wisdom in Buddhism to end of all suffering. Because you have never heard someone say it like me before. Dharma practice, the best practice is listening with concentration is the right practice. If you are a new Vipassana practitioner, I will teach you. Can you understand me? Don't make meditation, walking meditation. Don't do that. You have to listen to me only. In this video, I want to say the letter A, B, C, D, E, F, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't relax. It's just the belief. But please believe temporarily. Please believe temporarily. The sentence I will say following is real that first understanding is order in this video, in order to not have to understand is order anymore, because I don't teach you anything. I say I just borrow the fictional language to create content and sorry to talk to you. When you listen to me, you must be minded to listen and without prejudice to me. Please believe temporarily. The language I use is real temporarily. Please believe temporarily. Being aware of what you are thinking is the best way. If you can do that, being aware of what you are thinking etc. is the best way in this world to solve all problems in life. Can you understand me? Meditation, walking meditation cannot solve life problem. The story in this talk is suitable for only people who have the most wisdom like you. Those who can understand in this talk must be called an individually, but how many people are there? I believe that you are one person who can understand me in this talk. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, being aware is the best way. Topic to speak in this video, I say, Dharma cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. Realizing your thought is the best way. I say there is nothing to teach. This means because the meaning of the language is just a fictional language. It doesn't really exist. This is the reason that I say I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and sorry to talk to you first, saying about being aware of what you are thinking, but please believe temporarily. The sentence, being aware of what you are thinking is real. That further understanding is order in this video, in order to not have to understand is order anymore. Nothing more to say than this. Please bear in mind.